Los Angeles. It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Excellent.
And now, here he is, Tom Leykis. Thank you for tuning into the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No! I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. And I received an email from a listener named Sandy. Sandy wrote in and said, hey, Tom, have you seen this billboard? It's above Pink's hot dog stand on La Brea here in L.A. What do you think of the idea of putting a personal ad on a billboard? That's Sandy. Now, we've linked to a picture of the billboard that Sandy took. You can go to blowmeuptom.com and get a look at it. If you want to, just log on to blowmeuptom.com. But I'll read you the billboard. Sandy took a nice, clear picture of it. And it says in large letters, wife wanted. White male, nice looking, great sense of humor, financially secure, loves to travel, seeks fun, fit female, age 32 to 46, with a great smile and a wonderful heart. And then it has a phone number. That's the billboard. And turns out, we did a little checking, and we spoke to the guy who put the billboard up. It turns out he's been on our show before. He's done this before. And he's done it again. Well, I guess the last time he did it in his hometown of San Diego, and now he's doing it here in Los Angeles. And we're going to refer to him only as Mark. Mark, thanks for coming in.
Hi, Tom. Nice to be here.
All right. How much does this cost? Let's start with that.
Tom, it costs, it's not cheap, okay? I've got 3 billboards so far, 2 on Sunset Boulevard and 1 on Melrose and La Brea, so they're all in the Hollywood area. And that group of 3 boards is $20,000. I also have 3 more boards going up, one in the San Fernando Valley, one by the airport area, and I forget the third one, and that's going to be like another $18,000. So it's cost a little bit of money.
Why are you spending so much money? You can't meet chicks?
I can meet him. You know what the problem is, Tom? First of all, I have to tell you this, Tom. I'm kind of new to being single. Okay, I've been single now a little under 2 years. Okay. I've met chicks, but I don't meet the right ones. Okay, I meet all the wrong ones, and I think it's hard for a guy who's middle-aged sometimes to meet people. It's tough to go into bars and dating services. Sometimes, you know, they take your money and you don't get what you want. So it's really very difficult. Now, I've had friends fix me up. I've met some women on the internet. I've met some people through my work. So I've dated. I'm not desperate, but I haven't found the right woman. And I thought, as crazy as it is, I have an insane, mind. I do nutty things. I'll put up a billboard, and it will help me meet women, and it has been doing that. And I think from it, I think I'll have all kinds of choices.
But you did this before in San Diego.
Well, I'll explain what happened before. I'll tell you. Not quite a year ago, I put up a billboard in San Diego. Okay, and here's what happened. I had probably over 1,000 responses over the month. Ton of calls. Unbelievable, okay? And good quality, nice people. I met several people. I was going out to coffee every day. I met one gal.
Coffee?
Well, when I first...
Well, you are new to being single. Coffee? Why are you taking chicks to coffee? They're calling you.
Maybe they should go out for a drink? Is that what you're suggesting?
Maybe you should take them out.
Well, I'm doing both. In the morning, it's coffee. Now, like after the show, I'm meeting a gal for a drink. I'm doing it.
I would not waste my time with coffee with chicks. I'll just tell you right now. Waste of time. If you're not putting alcohol into a chick, you're not going to get where you want to go. Has any chick ever had coffee with you and then had sex with you?
Not too often.
That's rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Booze? I'm sure a better result.
Okay.
All right, so you had 1,000 responses in San Diego.
Okay, so anyway, so out of the gals, so I went on a bunch of dates, dinner dates, whatever. Met, nice people, nice looking, not desperate, but some good looking ladies who seemed very nice. From them, I met one Asian chick, 37 years old, and I started going out with her, and then after about a month, it became exclusive. And I went out only with her for 6 months, and started pretty good, but in the end, the relationship broke apart, and I'm the one that ended it. I ended the relationship, okay? And so all of a sudden, I found myself single again, and then all of a sudden, I was talking to a friend of mine in L.A., a female friend, and she said, do the Billboard again, but she said, put it up in L.A. because there are no decent single men in L.A. She says, all the single men in L.A. are either, they're unemployed, they're on drugs, they don't have a car, they're living with their mother. It's hard to meet a good single man in L.A. Just put the board up there, even though I'm from San Diego. So I figure, what the hell, and I'm striking again in Los Angeles.
Now, these boards have been up how long?
Oh, just maybe a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks.
And what kind of response are you getting?
Right now, Tom, I'm getting average 300 to 350 phone calls a day. I'll clear my voicemail, the messages, and 40 minutes later, I got to clear the voicemail again. It's unbelievable.
And so how many chicks do you meet per day?
Okay, well, first of all, of the 350 I get, the calls fall into what I call 3 categories.
One category is people going, you get lost, you loser. That's one category.
You're right. You're absolutely right. One category is what I call the comments or the crank calls. Get lost, you loser. What kind of a jerk, would put up a billboard? You must be the most desperate SOB, etc. And also people make positive comments. Women will call and say, hey, right on. I hope you find somebody. I wish you luck. So it's good as well as bad, okay? But it's like comments. A third is comments. A third of my callers are guys who want to meet me. And they're very serious. They're not.
And they'll say in the dark, you can't really tell the difference. Just lay back and enjoy it.
Well, I think I could tell the difference. But anyway, but the thing is, and they're serious. It's not jokes. I'll get messages like, hey, my name is Joey. I live in West Hollywood. I saw your billboard, and I know you're looking for a woman, but if you don't find what you want, would you consider a male relationship?
Really?
And and they'll say, like, I'm 5'9", I have wavy blonde hair, but here's my number.
Some of those billboards are in West Hollywood. I mean...
Well, a buddy of mine, I never thought of this, but a buddy of mine said, the idea was a good idea, but it was in the wrong neighborhood.
South Bay, baby. That's where the hot single chicks are.
Asian. I want Asian Hispanic woman is my preference.
Not a lot of Hispanic women in the South Bay. Maybe you want to be along the 60 freeway.
Okay. Hollywood's the wrong area. So okay, but so we have a third. The last third are women who are sincere, and they leave a phone number. My name is Mary. I'm from Marina Del Rey. I'm 27. Blah blah blah, and they'll talk a little bit about, and they leave a phone number. And so of those people, I try to call back as many as I can. Talk to them on the phone if there seems to be some chemistry, if there's some interest. A lot of women you talk to, I got 5 kids, a 2-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 9-year-old, and I've kind of been through the parent thing, and I think I'm a good father, but I don't want to start with somebody's little kids. I want to meet a woman who wants to travel and have fun. I love to travel. So it's a narrowing down process, but there are a lot of women. It's a full-time job. I date women from the time I get up in the morning till I go to sleep at night.
What kind of women call a number that attached to a billboard?
All kinds. There are some who are very attractive and intelligent, and there are some that are completely losers and unattractive and have no brains. It's everything. It's good as well as bad. But I've met some. I met a lady today for lunch in Hollywood. She has an executive-type job with something of the movies, but very intelligent, nice-looking, mid-30s, classy lady.
I have no time for you, but she made time for lunch today.
She made time for lunch.
That's the deal. When they're intelligent and have great jobs, that means they work till 10 o'clock at night. They have no time for you.
And then 2 other comments I get, Tom, a lot on the billboard. People call up. A lot of people say, is this a reality show? They think is this one of those shows from Fox or something?
Well, they've done that. You look in the LA Weekly, and they appear to be personalized, but in reality, they are talent coordinators for game shows or reality shows. That does happen.
So I get a lot of calls every day, people thinking it's a reality show. And then the other thing I get a lot of is people every day. I probably get 7, 8, 10 messages where they talk about your show. And the messages, it's from guys, okay? And they'll say, hey, man, why do you want to get married? Turn on 97.1. Listen to Tom Leykis. And I get that every day. And they're saying, one guy left a message. He says, listen to Leykis. He says, what do you need a wife for? All they do is bitch and complain. You don't need it, Mark. Listen to Tom Leykis. Mm-hmm. And so these guys are So as I'm into this thing, I was talking to Gary, your producer. I says, maybe Tom should set me straight. Maybe I don't need a wife. I don't know. I thought I did.
Well, you don't have to have a wife. I mean, you had a wife, you had kids, you've obviously got money to throw around on buying billboards. You go in L.A., all you need is a few bucks, and hot chicks come to you.
But see, if you have a few bucks, do you want to deal with women who want gold diggers?
No, you don't actually. See, this is what we always say on 101 on our program.
Okay.
The idea is not to spend the money on them, to just have it. But women want to be around money. They want to be around money, power, and fame.
Okay.
So the trick is to let a woman know you've got money. Certainly by buying a billboard, a woman knows you've got cash.
Mm-hmm.
But then you don't actually spend it on her. And by the time she starts going, hey, you cheapskate, you move on to the next victim.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
Mm-hmm. Like, you ask the kind of woman I meet. I'll tell you, like, an example of a bad one. I meet a woman. I go out for dinner with a gal, probably 38, 39. Patricia was her name, blonde. Seemed pretty nice, little bit heavy side, but cute face, nice personality. Spent the evening, nothing, didn't bang her, nothing, didn't really, go anywhere other than a dinner. But it was nice. Nice dinner, and I enjoyed her company. Okay, thinking, maybe we'd see each other again sometime. Next day, I get a message on my answering service, or my voicemail. Hey, Mark, I enjoyed the dinner, blah, blah, blah. My rent is due, and I'm short. I need $1,000.
Oh, boy.
And I just met this gal one date. I haven't dated her for one date.
And she had a big ass.
And she wants $1,000. And she's got a big ass.
I'll tell you what, if I'm paying $1,000, you don't have a big ass. Not that I'd pay $1,000, but I certainly would pay it to somebody with a big ass.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with Mark. Mark placed a billboard, actually 3 billboards, in the Hollywood, West Hollywood areas of Los Angeles, advertising for a wife. You can see his billboard on our website, blowmeuptom.com. But we're talking to Mark about putting up the billboard, what you get when you place a billboard like that, whether he says wife wanted. Do you really want to advertise for a wife? Well, we'll find out what you think coming up. Tom Leykis, 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis, 1-800-5800-866. We don't dump you because you're a slut. God damn it. Men live for sluts. It's the Tom Leykis Show. Tom Leykis Show from Los Angeles at 1-800-5800-TOM. We are here with Mark, who's placed a bunch of billboards around town looking for a wife. Now, we were talking about this off the air, but let's talk about it on the air. I mean, why are you looking for a wife? Why not just look for chicks? And then, who knows, after you've banged 10 or 20,000 of them, like Will Chamberlain, maybe at some point you'll meet a chick who's really cool, and then you want to get married. But why are you interviewing these women as if you're interviewing for a gig?
I don't know, Tom. I could be wrong. I may not be. One reason I came on here was not only to talk about what I'm doing, but perhaps to get some guidance from you, because you get experience. I know you've been married several times. You've had different. I've had one relationship my whole life, so I don't. This whole dating thing is new, and I could be doing it wrong. I mean, I thought I'd like to meet some wonderful person and live happily ever after again, but I have friends that tell me, and people listen to your show call ups say, you're crazy, because I love to travel. I work 20 hours a week. Let me tell you, I've got a great life. I have a real estate business. I work 20 hours a week. My business is like an automatic pilot. My kids, I have 2 very beautiful kids, but they're on their own, a 20-year-old, 23-year-old, so one's in college, one's up in Santa Barbara, okay? But they don't live at home. So all that's left at home is me and the dog, okay? I travel. I go to Vegas. I go to San Francisco for a weekend. I'll go to Hawaii for a week. I have a great lifestyle. And have a woman go with me, I'd rather go to Maui and take a female than go by myself. Do I have to marry her? No, I don't have to marry her to take her to Hawaii. But if somebody good came along, I'm open to.
My whole thing when I'm meeting chicks is that there's very few I could stand to spend 7 days with. A weekend is about the maximum. And even then, I'm usually climbing the walls by Saturday night, Sunday morning. I'm like, get me out of here. So I don't know if I could spend a week in Maui with somebody I met from a billboard. I don't know if I could do it.
I think you'd have to get to know them. I mean, I wouldn't, you'd have to kind of, but it could be risky. You can get along. You can be banging them here twice a week and get along. Then you spend a week together and you can't stand each other.
That's totally possible. So, we have a lot of people have opinions about this. So let's go to these calls at 1-800-5800-TOM. Let's say hello to Michael on the Tom Leykis Show from Mark. Hello.
What's up, Tom?
Nothing much, Michael.
I just want to say this guy, obviously, he's never listened to your show before. He's putting up billboards. All he's going to get is 35-year-old chicks who are single because they're so obsessed with their jobs and making money and being equal to men that he's not going to find the type of girl he's looking for. He's just got to go out, find a girl, not put up billboards, one that doesn't have a job, that wants to take care of him, and if he wants to have more kids, will take care of his kids. Not a chick that's working and wasting her time doing that. That's not the type of girl he wants. He should be listening to you instead of whatever he's saying.
I'd say if I have enough money to put up billboards, I'm not looking for a wife. I'm looking for a good time. For a good time, call my number.
Why is he bringing the girls to Hawaii? Why isn't he going there and banging the girls that are already there? What is he thinking?
And on the age of consent in Hawaii is, what, 14? And, put some billboards up in Maui. That's what you do.
I'm 21 and I know more than this guy. I mean,
wait a minute. How about do both? How about go to Hawaii and bang the woman, then bring a couple women over from the billboard for a few days? Get them coming and going,
The question is, why spend money on chicks at all?
Exactly.
That's the real question. Why spend money on chicks? You could go to Maui and meet chicks when you're there. Then they're already there. You haven't paid airfare. You haven't paid for the hotel room. And you never have dinner with them. You tell them what time you have a dinner tonight. How about we have a drink about 9:30 after you're done? And then you've gotten off paying for anything. A couple of Mai Tais and you're home free.
Tom, you talk about the cost. I took a woman to an Italian restaurant that I met from the billboard. I says, would you like to order a wine? She picked out a bottle of wine. I looked at it, $900 for the bottle.
Why do you let her order?
I didn't. No. I didn't. Then I said to her.
How did she get her hands on the wine list?
She took it. She says she wanted to order the wine. $900 for a bottle.
You tell her you're an expert in wine, and you order a $30 bottle. That's what you do.
Well, then I said I didn't like that one. She says, well, here's another one. She says, $750. Okay? $750. I says, no. And she says, well, why don't you pick it out? I says, okay. I picked out the cheapest bottle of wine on the menu, and it was $77. But if I let this woman pick out...
Wait. I have a wine cellar. I know all about wine. What restaurant did you go... I have to know now. Yeah. What restaurant did you go to where the cheapest bottle of wine was $77?
It was an Italian restaurant in the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas. A very expensive restaurant.
Why did you do that?
Well, the girl was in Vegas. She was visiting her mother, so I happened to...
Tony Roma's is right over there on Paradise Road, for God's sake. I took the boys in there. We had endless rib night. We were in there on a Friday night. It was endless rib night.
You're right. I'm spending too much money.
What are you doing? And then, of course, when you spend that kind of money, they want the wine list.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, do you have any handbags or...
No, wait. Listen,
any small appliances?
We were walking through the Bellagio after dinner, and this girl was gorgeous, by the way. On a 1 to 10, she was a 10, and she was from Hawaii, beautiful Polynesian look, great body, very, very pretty. Okay, so after the wine, we have the thing. We're walking back through the hotel. We're going to watch a band in the lounge. The fancy stores in Vegas. She sees a purse shop. She says, I'm going to go in and look. She starts looking around at purses. She picks up one, and she's like watching it for a few minutes. She says, Mark, will you buy this for me? And I kind of said, well, I don't know. And then the sales clerk started giving me a sales pitch. I look at the tag on the purse. It's $1,800.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And I said to her, no. I says, I won't buy it for you. And she says, well, why not? And I says, I was married for over 20 years. I never bought my wife an $1,800 purse. My wife had a $50 purse, and she was happy with it.
Do you know what you can get for $1,800 in Las Vegas? Do you know what you can get?
Probably 20 women better looking than the one I was having dinner with.
They take Visa and MasterCard. They come to your room, and then they never call you again. It's wonderful.
But she wanted an $1,800, and I said, no, I wouldn't buy the purse. And then she got kind of, ticked off. And she said to me, well, the kind of guys I date would buy me a purse like this.
There you go.
And
go back to the pimps.
Yeah. Anyway.
Unbelievable. All right. Thanks a lot for the call there. 1-800-5800-TOM. We'll continue with Mark from San Diego. He's placed a bunch of billboards around L.A. They say, wife wanted. What do you think about that?
It's the Tom Leykis Show. This is the Tom Leykis Show.
From Los Angeles. 1-800-5800-TOM. We continue with your telephone calls from Mark. You can see his billboard at our website, blowmeuptom.com. Heather's not ready yet. Let's take Jeremy on the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom, how are you?
Do you care, Jeremy?
I really care.
I'm doing great.
Great. Hey, I just got a comment from Mark. Mark, you should change your billboard.
Yeah, okay.
What's wanted? You want women that's just going to bang you. That's all you want.
So instead of wife wanted, what?
No, get rid of the wife wanted. You want to take these chicks, take them to Vegas, take them to a cheap hotel.
Yeah. By the way, let me ask Mark this question. Do you really want a wife, or are you saying wife wanted because you're afraid if you said chicks wanted or girlfriend wanted or sexual partner wanted that it would be too aggressive? I mean, do you really want to get married again?
No, when I say get married, Tom, that doesn't mean I'm going to meet somebody. I'm looking for someone that could turn into a long-term relationship. That could mean we could date for 2 years. You know, we might live together for a couple of years. It may not.
Because I think when you meet people and you start questioning them, if you start interviewing them for the job, you've been on a job interview. You lie, right? You give them the answers that you think they want to hear. So in the initial interview, people will always say, "Oh yes, I got long-term plans. Yes, I want to settle down. Yes." I thought about having kids, but no, I don't want. Or yes, I already have children, and that's enough. Or they'll give you the answers they think you want, and by that time, also, let's face it, maybe you just want to bang some of these chicks. Maybe you don't want the commitment out of it.
Well, whatever happens, I think it come out okay. I think either way, I'll be a winner. I think because I've met a lot of nice people, a lot of great people.
Yeah, but how many of them do you have any future with?
Probably none so far.
None.
Okay.
And you get 350 calls a day, and none of them.
I'm picky, Tom. I'm very picky. I'm too picky.
Well, Tom, this guy needs to sign a prenup. Don't.
Oh, absolutely.
Man, you got what you want. You're well off. You're obviously financially secure, which I'm working towards too. You got to sign the prenup if you get anywhere close to any of these ladies.
No problem. I told Tom before the break. I says, although I've met women of all nationalities. And I'm open to any nationality, white, black, whatever. But probably my favorite would be an Asian woman or like a Latin, Mexican, Hispanics, South America, woman from Brazil, from Argentina, Chile, that kind of stuff,
Yeah, most definitely. You just take one and let them service you for a while, then go pick up a new one, man. That's what you got to do.
Okay, and I've got a list of 4,000 women who probably would do what you just said.
There you go. You got 4,000 more than I got right now.
I'd say start at an hour. Start plowing through them.
Hey, buddy, I'll share my numbers with you anytime. I share, man.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Hey, Tom, take me out with a screaming orgasm.
All right, Jeremy, here you go.
Oh, God. Oh, yes.
1-800-5800-TOM. All right, here's Heather on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Pretty good, Heather.
Good. Hi, Mark.
Hey, Heather. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
I just want to, it sounds like you are trying to buy women. I'm not quite sure if you're looking for a wife or if you're just...
Yeah, you should just rent them. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
You know
for
what?
a couple of Jägermeisters.
Tom, this is the only time that I've truly agreed with you. If you are putting up this billboard and you're getting that many calls a day, what are you doing paying for the date?
What do you mean? They should buy me dinner?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm old-fashioned.
This is the only time I agree with Tom. But you know what? They have to understand that you're weeding through these women looking for something. They should be paying. Period. They should be paying for it. And then if you find that one that you really like, then go ahead. But a $900 bottle of wine.
I meet like 4 or 5 women a day at least at Starbucks, 7 days a week, okay? And then I have lunches, I have dinners, I have drinks at night. It's like, I'm spending like $300 a week on vanilla lattes. I mean, it's expensive. I treat everybody.
Aren't you good enough that these women should be paying for you? You already spent.
But see, I'm old-fashioned. I thought if a guy asks a woman out, a guy should pay, whether it's a cup of coffee or dinner or lunch.
Anybody who listens to this show knows that doesn't work at all. The idea is to get her to pay. You get her to pay. You get her in a position. You do not want to boost her ego by paying for things and telling her how beautiful she is. Then what happens? Then she says, "My God, if I'm doing that well with this schmuck, I could do so much better." No matter what kind of schmuck you are. That's what women say. That's how women think. You want to erode their self-esteem. You want to make them pay for things so that they don't feel like the Cinderella or like your Prince Charming riding in on a white horse. You don't want that.
Let me ask you a question, Tom, okay? I have a phone number that's on the billboard, and people probably see on your website. The problem is if people call it, okay, it gets full, so most of the time they get a recording, and although we clear off messages and I try to return as many calls as I can, the point is the call thing is always full. So if anybody wanted to, if there are any hot women who are listening to the show who want to perhaps marry me or any of the above.
By 7 o'clock tonight.
By 7 tonight. I have a web like an email, and it's wifesearch54321 at AOL.com. That's an email, wifesearch54321. And if there are any female, I know a lot of guys, but if there are any females listening, okay, who are interested, I'm interested. If somebody was a listener of you, then I know that we have something in common, and I'd be very interested in a person like that. But here's the question I have, Tom. Let's suppose a lady emails me from Portland, Oregon, or Denver, or whatever, and I'm in Southern California. Okay, we want to get together. How do we do it?
You tell her. So you go to Southwest.com.
Okay.
And you click on the flights you're looking for, and then she can use her MasterCard or Visa to pay for those.
But see, Tom, I would be willing to send that woman a plane ticket and say, I'm going to treat you coming out to Southern California.
But you see, when you do that, you are setting the bar. The idea is if you pay now like that, you're going to be paying like that forever. Okay. You want to set the bar as low as you can.
Okay.
Now, if she's calling, if she went to the trouble of going to our website, finding the picture of your billboard, calling the number on the billboard, and then it calls you from Seattle, Portland, Dallas, Baltimore, wherever, if some woman does that, then fine. You know what? It's incumbent upon her to get to where you are. You didn't place the billboard in those places. Why should you pay for her plane ticket? Doesn't make any sense. Make her pay. Tell her if she comes out here, you'll be happy to meet with her at her hotel, wherever that is.
You're educating me. I mean, this is like kind of
This will help you weed through a lot of the content there. A lot of the 350. Yeah, some of those will whittle away. First of all, you're going to burn off some of the gold diggers.
There are a lot of gold diggers in Southern California. Ton of them.
Well, no doubt about that. We've documented that on this program many times.
Tom Leykis, 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis, 1-800-5800-866.
We don't dump you because you're a slut. God damn it. Men live for sluts.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show from Los Angeles to 1-800-5800-TOM. We're here with Mark, the guy from San Diego, put up a bunch of billboards around town. Let's say wife wanted. Has the whole description. You can see his billboard at our website, blowmeuptom.com. This is Mike on the Tom Leykis Show for Mark. Hello.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Tom?
Okay.
Hey, Tom, I can honestly say I got a doctorate degree in Leykis 101, and I guess kind of listening to Mark kind of really makes me sick.
Thanks a lot.
I'm 37, and I'm not married, don't have any kids, and I make almost into the 7-figure range. And I tell you one thing, them when I go out picking up on them 19, 21-year-old girls, it looks great, and you love them and leave them. No commitment,
Not necessarily in that order.
That's right. Or find them, F them, and forget them. And I tell you what, Mark, you got to listen to Tom.
He's teaching me. Give me time. I'm learning. Okay, I'm new to this, but I'm trying to get the hang of it.
Yeah, what you got to do, like Tom says, you show them the money, but you don't spend any money. And why look for a wife? I mean, heck, I'm Hispanic. I'm an attorney, and I'm a criminal attorney in East Los Angeles.
You are what women would call a good catch.
Absolutely. And especially if you're a rich Hispanic, them Latin mamacitas, they're all over me anytime I want. But one thing I do have to.
How many? By the way, Mike, how many of them have no kids?
Oh man,
2.
Well, you know what? In the past month, I haven't had any with kids, to be honest.
Yeah, but in the past, how many had kids?
Oh, heck, I don't know.
The vast majority.
When I was about 34.
Yeah.
But, hey, I've been listening to you, Tom, for about 15 years.
Wow.
Back when you were on the AM stations.
I remember.
I tell you, like I said, I feel like I have a doctorate in 101. And I have to tell Mark, I go, if you really want to have a good time, show them the money, don't spend it. Go to other countries.
Okay, I appreciate your comment. Tom's teaching me. Give me time. I'm new to being single. Tom is trying to set me straight, and I'm listening. I'm learning.
Oh, this is just making me sick.
Well, man, give me a break, man.
Hey, Tom, I love you, and, show him the way because, like I said, I'm one of your success stories.
Love that, Mike. Thank you. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. Alana on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Alana. How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Fine, thank you.
Well, drove by yesterday in La Brea and saw your billboard. Kind of found it interesting. Drove back from work, heard your voice, decided to call. Like your voice.
Thank you. Did you call the billboard, though, or you're just calling, you mean on...
I called your mailbox is full.
See, the mailbox is always full, because we
Yes.
get like 300-400... But try back later, and you can leave your number. Let me ask a question. How old are you?
42 looking 28.
Do you have any children?
Nope.
Are you divorced?
Yes.
How long have you been divorced for?
I'd say 9 years.
Are you Latin?
No, I'm Russian.
Or Russian?
Yes, I am.
Really? Let me ask a question. Tom, Russian woman, early 40s.
Some Russian women really hold their looks into their 40s. And then, by the same token, I've seen women from Eastern Europe who look like your grandmother by the time they're 30.
Oh, no. That would be me.
Hey, it's Alana, right?
Yes.
Do you have a picture of yourself?
Yes, I do.
Why don't you email it to me, and then I'll forward a copy to Tom. Okay? It's wifesearch54321 at AOL.com.
Well, unfortunately, my computer broke down. I don't have the email. You meet new women every day. You want to meet me?
Tom, let me ask, if you won't email a picture, what do you say? What do I do?
I don't have a scanner. I don't know how to use the scanner.
Yeah.
I have to ask my husband how to use the scanner. You know what it is.
No.
You're on that internet.
Very much surprised.
Very much surprised.
You may be very much surprised.
Really?
How tall are you?
5'8".
Is your hair long or short?
It's down to shoulder. I let it grow out.
5'8". Are you about a size 10, size 12?
No, I'm 130 weight.
130 weight.
Yes.
5'8".
It's in the range.
Mm-hmm. Russian, huh?
Yes.
Interesting.
Are you legal?
Absolutely, citizen.
Really?
Yes. Don't need any paperwork. Don't get any money to support myself. Don't have any debts.
Would you prefer to date or a Russian woman or a Russian man? I mean, or an American man?
Any Russian man.
Pardon me?
Do not want any Russian.
Why don't you want a Russian man?
Do not.
Why not? Why?
Do not want to. Mama's boys.
They're mama's boys.
Oh boy. These are the guys who, when you're at Trader Joe's on Santa Monica Boulevard, the guys who like run into you with the cart. They push ahead of you in line and stuff.
Yes.
It's like, hold on there. This isn't Russia. We got plenty for everybody.
Yes.
We're not going to run out.
Absolutely. You got it.
They think they're in the bread line or something. They're knocking into you with the carts.
And then they go complain to their mom.
Right. Well, tell you what. Now, would you put out on the first date? Would you give Mark a little taste of what the future would be like?
Why not, if I like it?
Yeah, you like me? Wait a minute.
You told yourself, Tom, the woman knows in the 5 minutes where she's going to do it.
So if you like me, if we went on a date and you think I'm attractive and I treat you good and you have a nice evening, you will put out the first night.
Why not? Why would I want to hold it for a
close
month?
your eyes, baby, and pretend we're at the Kremlin and just do it.
No. Let me finish.
Yeah.
Let me finish.
Do it Russian style.
Why would I date you for a month and lead you on and then develop some kind of feeling and then go to bed with you and I don't like it? Then what? Waste a month.
That's right.
Time.
Test drive it first.
Tom, are Russian women good in bed?
Russian women can be very good in bed, yes.
Okay.
Haven't spoken with women, but
the worst ones in bed, American women, Chinese women. The worst. The worst. Chinese, so many guys want Asian chicks. Chinese chicks, my experience, the worst in bed.
Why are Chinese chicks the worst?
I think it's a very closed society. I think they only like to be with Chinese guys, or at least they are nervous about what happens if they're seen with someone who's not Chinese.
Hey, guys, I'm not Chinese.
We know that. But he's asking me, he wants to know. She's still putting in her picture.
The problem, Lana, is, I got you on one line, I got a Chinese woman on the other line, they both want to go to bed the first night. So do I go with the Chinese or the Russian? I can't make up my mind,
Alana's thinking about that.
Well, I think that you're a grown-up man. You will decide for yourself. Why would you ask someone else's advice?
And Alana, no computer. The computer's broken.
Hey,
nope.
Listen, email me when you get a new computer, and we'll get together, okay?
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Do you want to know why women wear makeup and perfume?
Why?
Because they're ugly and they stink.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM. Sylvia on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. How you doing?
Do you care, Sylvia?
I do.
I'm doing great.
Well, I'm calling because I heard about this guy and I was kind of intrigued. And then he said that he was interested in meeting Latin American women and Brazilian women, and I'm a hot Brazilian girl. So.
A hot Brazilian girl.
Yeah.
What was your name again?
Sylvia.
How old are you, Sylvia?
29.
I'm 45. Am I too old for you?
No, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
I like older men.
Really? What do you look like? Do you have long hair?
Yes. I have very long hair. And my hair is kind of like brown, sort of reddish. Depends on, if it's summer, it gets lighter.
Hey, why don't you email me? Did you catch my email address before?
No, I didn't. What is it?
wifesearch54321@AOL.com. Send me an email. We can exchange pictures. And can I ask what city you live in?
L.A.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, I'll be over in 10 minutes. Email me. I'll meet you. I'm on my way.
Search 54321?
Yeah, I got an opening. I got an 8 o'clock date. I got an hour free. We'll get together.
Well, there we go. Well, Mark, good luck, and let us know how you make out.
I hope to make out.
You do.
Thank you, Tom. I love your show.
That and more. Thank you very much. Our email address, tom@blowmeuptom.com.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show. Post Office Box 4455, Hollywood, California, 90078. Email us. Our email address is my name. It's tom@blowmeuptom.com. tom@blowmeuptom.com. We call our comment line. The number is 310-842-9592. From Los Angeles, it's the Tom Leykis Show.